What if I told you that rock history isn't just the story of Hendrix, Page, Clapton, and Van Halen? What if behind every stadium anthem and every iconic riff, there were guitar heroes who never got the spotlight they deserved? Because while the world was busy cheering for the legends, another story was happening backstage. The story of the players who shaped whole sounds, inspired entire scenes, and carried bands on their shoulders, but never got the glory. This is 12 most underrated guitarists in rock history. Let's plug in.
Now we don't dance much, we just wanna play them and move around like tigers on that.
You've heard his guitar if you've ever blasted Ziggy Stardust, that sharp glam rock crunch. That's Ronson. His tone was thick but elegant. Like a glam version of Jimmy Page. Picture a small club, smoky air, the spotlight hitting a gold Les Paul as Ronson bends a note that sounds like it's floating. That's his magic. He was Bowie's secret weapon during the Ziggy era, arranging strings, shaping riffs, and helping craft the sound that turned Bowie into a superstar. Ronson didn't just shred, he arranged the orchestra on Life on Mars. He stayed underrated because Bowie's massive persona pulled all the attention. But every real rock nerd knows, without Ronson, there's no Ziggy. If you know the opening riff of Reelin' in the Years, you already know Randall, even if you never knew his name. His style was effortless, loose but razor sharp. Like a jam session that somehow stayed perfect. It's the kind of solo you crank while driving at night with the windows down. Jimmy Page once called that solo his favorite. Randall recorded the entire solo in one take. He's overlooked because Steely Dan was always seen as studio guys, but Randall's work shaped their sound forever.
Hey, Rocklore community. Before we continue, let's have a real talk for a second, bro. You know, this isn't just a channel to us. And I hope it's not just a place you come to watch a video and then forget about it. This is a community. It's a place where we get to dig up the secrets of rock and roll, share our favorite riffs, and celebrate the artists who maybe didn't get the love they deserved. Right now, only about 1% of our viewers are subscribed. We can change that together and grow this community. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on. When you do, you're not just helping a channel grow, you're becoming a member of the Rocklore family. You're signaling to us and to YouTube that these stories matter, that this music is worth preserving, and that this community is a place you want to be. Subscribing is your way of making sure you're always in the loop. It means you'll be the first to know when we unearth a forgotten legend, drop a new countdown, or dive into a piece of rock history you've never heard before. So if you're a true fan of the lore, if you get that same feeling of discovery that I do, then come join us. It takes 1 second to be a part of something bigger.
Yeah, Prince is famous, but not for what he should be, his guitar playing. Listen to Purple Rain or While My Guitar Gently Weeps live. That tone, that attack. He could go from blues to funk to shred in seconds. He wrote it, performed it, produced it, a one-man rock engine. In the studio, Prince would sometimes track guitar solos at 3 a.m. alone in one emotional burst. If you remember late 80s MTV, you remember the silky, sweet picking of Wait. Bratta mixed classical style technique with hair metal energy. a clean, melodic sound that felt more like a violin than a guitar. He co-wrote most of White Lion's songs and shaped their entire melodic rock identity. Eddie Van Halen personally praised Bratta as one of the few he respected. He disappeared from the spotlight after label battles and burnout. But to guitar players, he's a legend. You know the soaring leads in Alive. You know the bluesy fire in Yellow Ledbetter. McCready's playing feels like a mix of Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Raw, emotional, every note sounding like it matters. Imagine a packed arena, lights low, and McCready stretching a bend that feels like it goes straight to your chest. He helped define the sound of early grunge, not with heavy power chords, but with expressive lead lines. The Alive solo was mostly improvised. He's overshadowed because Pearl Jam is a band-first band, but McCready is pure electricity. Can't You Hear Me Knocking? Enough said. Taylor brought blues sophistication to the Stones during their greatest era. His solos were smooth but fierce, like a conversation between two old blues ghosts. He played on Sticky Fingers, Let It Bleed, and Exile on Main Saint. Three of the most important rock albums ever. Keith Richards once admitted Taylor was the best pure guitarist the Stones ever had. He left young and quietly. And the legend of the Glimmer Twins overshadowed him. But for guitar fans, he's the secret ingredient in the Stones' peak. Fingerstyle on an electric guitar? Buckingham made it iconic. Listen to Go Your Own Way. That frantic, emotional solo is a masterclass in controlled chaos. He produced, arranged, and drove the band's sound through the Rumors era. Buckingham rarely used guitar picks. Almost everything was finger-picked. He's overlooked because Fleetwood Mac's drama became bigger than the music, but his guitar work is legendary. Prog rock fans know. Everyone else? Not enough. Lifeson had to compete with Geddy Lee's bass fireworks and Neil Peart's drumming. So his genius often gets buried. But listen closely. The textures on Tom Sawyer, the crunch of Working Man, the atmospheric magic of Limelight. He blended riffs, chords, and effects into something totally unique. Lifeson wrote many Rush solos by recording multiple improv passes and stitching his favorites together. He's overshadowed because Rush is seen as a musician's band, but he's one of the greatest to ever touch a guitar.
When the stars ain't shining bright.
Grit, soul, and blues power. Haynes has all three. His tone hits like a warm tube amp in a smoky bar. His solos are long, emotional journeys. The kind that make you close your eyes and drift. He revitalized the Allman Brothers and built Gov'd Mule into a jam band institution. Haynes can switch tunings mid-show without breaking his flow. He's underrated because jam bands rarely cross into mainstream rock, but among players, he's an absolute monster.
Place I I've ever been.
If you know, you know. Gallagher played like he invented the blues, raw, sweaty, and alive. His battered Strat is one of the most iconic guitars in rock history. He blended Irish folk, blues, and rock into a sound nobody else could touch. Jimi Hendrix was once asked what it felt like to be the world's best guitarist. He pointed at Rory and said, "Go ask him." He's overlooked because he never chased fame, but real fans call him one of the greatest ever. No distortion, no shredding, just shimmering, layered, jangly perfection. Please, please, please let me get what I want. This charming man. How soon is now? Marr reinvented what a rock guitarist could be, textures, moods, and melodies instead of solos.
I would go out tonight,
Marr sometimes layered 10-plus guitar parts to make one song feel huge without sounding heavy. He's underrated because he didn't chase guitar hero image, but his influence is everywhere. Before Chicago became a soft rock radio band, they were a fire-breathing rock machine, thanks to Terry Kath. His playing on 25 or 6/4 is explosive. Funky, jazzy, heavy, he could do it all. His tone was gritty, his solos unpredictable, his rhythm playing relentless. Jimi Hendrix reportedly said Kath was better than him. The solo on freeform guitar was recorded live in one take with no edits. Kath died tragically young,
no, I would just to be with you.
and Chicago's later pop direction buried his legacy. But every guitarist who has heard him knows, Terry Kath should be a household name.